Hey everybody, it's Pastor John here once again with your 3-minute message. So I want to talk a little bit about wisdom. So when I was a kid, I didn't know the difference between being wise and being smart. In fact, I would have told you it's the exact same thing. Smart is like you know stuff. Wise, you know stuff. Well, the reality is it's slightly different. I think you can be smart by having knowledge about a particular thing based on reading a book or going to class. As long as you can recall facts about a particular subject, people at least will think you're smart about that thing. Well, the reality is wisdom is a little bit higher than that, and I would say it's actually the convergence of three things. In fact, I have the definition for you right here. Here's what wisdom means: the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Wisdom. Three things coming together: experience, knowledge, good judgment. Well, it turns out it's even higher still when you look at wisdom in Scripture. Here is what James has to say about wisdom. James chapter 3 and verse 13, New Living Translation. If you are wise and understand God's ways, prove it by living an honorable life, doing good works with the humility that comes from wisdom. Did you notice right away that James, he actually makes equal being wise and understanding God's ways? He says, if you are wise and understand God's ways, he puts those two things together. They're on the same level. In other words, godly wisdom begins by getting in touch with the ways of God. So worldly wisdom is one thing. You need the convergence of three things: experience, knowledge, and good judgment. But if you want to be wise in godly wisdom, you have to begin by understanding the ways of God. And the way you prove it is by living an honorable life. Do you see that? Being wise is not just about recalling things to your mind or somebody asking you about a subject and you sounding smart about it. No, it's also about the way that you live. Prove you are wise with the wisdom of God by living an honorable life. And then lastly, we do good works with humility that comes from wisdom. I think there are a lot of reasons to do good works. I can do good works so that I can get props from people. I can do good works to feel good about myself. I can do good works so that I look like I'm more humble to people than I actually am. But according to Scripture, what James is saying is there is a humility that goes along with godly wisdom. It actually comes from godly wisdom, and we should have it all the time, we as the people of God. So I invite you to try to be wise with the wisdom of God by getting in touch with His ways, living honorably, and being humble. God bless you.